Guys, it's Sarah here with Grassroots Evolution, and thanks so much for watching. This is a message for Earth signs, so if you are a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or you've got Earth somewhere in your chart, your planetary alignment, this message is for you. It is general, so take the bits that resonate, kind of disregard the bits that don't. As well as if you've just been drawn to this, it may be for you as well. We are currently in the time of Capricorn. It is an Earth sign, so some of this energy may resonate all across the board, okay? So I'm also being guided just to tell you that this is not time sensitive. This information or whatever we get in the reading, it may be stuff that you've already had, like a past energy, past life energy, that you're working through the karma of, that you're working through hearing like the decisions and choices you're making right now kind of thing. It could be something that's coming up for you and something that we're just getting guidance on, maybe, so you can think things through and have a little heads up on it, okay? Take it how it resonates. So if it feels like it's fit for your soul and it speaks to you, it's still up to you and, you know, your grassroots evolution, guys, the steps you take, the decisions you make, and how you plot forward to get the fulfillment you guys want to see in your life, okay? And I'm just being guided to say that means... I'm hearing seeing forward, going forward, right? Going forward from here. What do you want to see? You are responsible for those actions to get there, okay? Not to be like tough on you guys, but just know that if this reading doesn't feel like it's for you, disregard those bits. Go about your days, all right? So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to guard and bless this reading, as well as any of you who would ask. Just know your angels, your guides are always here for you. And I'm going to ask my team of light to join us. I'm going to ask to be used as a clear channel, okay? And with the most far-reaching messages. So, Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Please, Spirit, for January 14th through the 20th. I'm going to use the Native American Oracle here. It's by Kaya Walker. And we're going to get just sort of an overall energy for you guys for the month on what the universe wants you to know. Okay, so Spirit, what is a message? Not the month, but the week. Okay, and we get number 9, and this is the sturgeon, and this is about wisdom. Wisdom that you've learned over time, wisdom and the treasure that can only be found at the bottom of the sea, or the bottom of the ocean, the bottom of the river, wherever it is that these sturgeon, go. But the book in here also talks about the sturgeon as being, one of these prehistoric fish that actually could have swam with the dinosaurs. So, thing is with this, yes, this is wisdom, but this is like prehistoric dating, that these guys as a species, let's think about ourselves and our collective consciousness, the collective wisdom that we have gathered over time, the knowledge and the basis, essentially, of like our society, okay? Sturgeon, they've been around, they predate us, okay? Pretty freaking cool that they're still here. They're able to adapt to the environments, even though maybe different, and that if you are able to use these pearls of wisdom that you've gained over time, that could be a real advantage to you right now, okay? I'm also hearing if you've been coming out of a rocky situation or a difficult situation, take the pearls of wisdom that come with that. And know that this gold pot of treasure, it only comes when you have the courage to dig deep enough to find it. So this is number 9. Let's see, I'm just wanting to give you a little bit more about this. Okay, so resilience. They're a symbol of liberty, individualism, and knowledge that is gained through time, shown with sturgeon. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you and what the name is, and I may pronounce it wrong, but it is the Mongwikoro, or ritual water jug with a pointed bottom that could be stuck in the ground. In ritual, the bearer had to perform complex movements and follow many preparatory rules in order to ensure the success of the ritual. This reflects the sturgeon swimming upstream in order to ensure the continuation of the species. The message here: listen to your soul and follow its wisdom, no matter how hard or nonsensical it seems. There's ancient wisdom that dwells in the heart that makes no sense to the mind. So, keywords here is wisdom, originality, pioneering spirit, breaking patterns, out of the box thinking, desire to go against the current, strength, and magical knowledge, my friends. So if this is anything important to you, this book also says time, and this guy is in the month he's associated with is August, and the month of maturing is how they say this, okay? And this could be because August is, a lot of our fruits and vegetables in the northern hemisphere are starting to ripen. We're enjoying the fruits of our labor, and things are kind of maturing in the garden is how I'm going to put this. But the sturgeon is about wisdom, and know that this point on the bottom of, the cup and the water vessel waters our emotions. There's light coming out of that. I want to get one more before we move into the tarot, please. Thank you. And we get number 15, and this is about risk and masks. And there comes this point, and I feel like it's really important with this 9. There comes this point where we have to take the masks off, the things like I'm hearing false deceptions or masks that you have led yourself to believe, things you feel about yourself, limitations, maybe ways that you see things. It's time to rethink. But number 15 will go with his name. And why? So this is the Divine Rogue, which is contrast. And if you want to be a free thinker, a pioneer, setter, you are going against the grain, right? You're literally swimming against the current, and that may be risky for you. You're going to meet some contrast. However, number 14 is risk, which is, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong one, but this is contrast, okay? But risk is also associated with the contrast. And how I'm saying I feel like I was guided to say it, because in order to use this wisdom, you have to take the risk and take the masks off that you feel have been serving you and to realize they weren't, okay? The rogue is the anti-hero, the transgressor, the rebel who mocks and overturns social norms. Through swindles, fraud, and jokes, this trickster brings valuable teachings about the nature of opposites. He brings us into situations of exaggerated hunger, unbridled sexual yearnings, and unlimited wanderings, teaching us the dangers and benefits of impulsive behaviors. The masks represent the bad brother, the sun at dusk, the dead who are exorcised by reproducing their features. By reproducing and imprisoning these energies, we can better understand, control, and redistribute them for the good of all. Okay, so the message. Always remember to look at the other side of things. There are 2 sides to every story, and benefits and risks in everything. The keywords here that may kind of get you are contrast, jokes, tricks, twists, impulsive actions, excess, wisdom, true understanding, unexpected results, and summer. So how I'm feeling is definitely with this, take the wisdom of your own contrasts, see your own dualities, and walk in your own truth here, okay? Yeah, as I say that at the bottom of the deck, that's a blue jay, and it's about seeing things clearly in clarity, and we're going to keep it. Okay, so let's get into the the Guardian Tarot, okay, and this is by Beth Simon, in case you are interested. I'm going to see what information do you have that you'd like to give for Earth signs here. This is Taurus Virgo Capricorn from January 14th through to the 20th. Thank you. And we get the one that fell out is the 5 of Pentacles. We get the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And I feel like somebody could feel like, ooh, we get the 4 of Pentacles. Let's see here, okay, guys? And we get the 4 of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords in the reverse and the Emperor. Okay, guys, I'm just thinking. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles, sorry, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Emperor. And as I'm shuffling this, I get the Eight of Swords and being stuck and unable to move, feeling blinded. Why is this Five of Pentacles in the reverse here? I think it was going to be this one, and this is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's 2 8s, 2 4s, which 2 4s equal 8, so 3 4s. And they get underneath the Nine of Cups. Somebody's holding out. And I feel like this might be you holding out on yourself. Because the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles here. Some people say it's a 5. A lot of places it's being left out into the cold. This one, however, though, is like it doesn't matter where you are. Stop and smell the beauty and see the beauty in no matter what stage you're in. As well as this one is like the book points out even about the baby and the nurturing mother and the breast. And then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse here. And it may be, it's like, stop and smell the roses and ensure that you nurture yourself. Don't hold out on yourself. Like, I feel like somebody may be kind of stopped here, though, and kind of smelling the roses, looking at what they want, okay? Seeing this idea of what the Guardian's looking over, seeing what he desires. And then this one, there's a map across here, and they've got the sea of his emotions behind him. He's sailing, he's ready to go, he's going to plot his course. So they're looking and seeing what do I want and how do I get there. But I feel like they either feel left out in the cold and like there's something being withheld. I feel like with the 8s and technically the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, I'm hearing like grounded love. But I'm also hearing with the 2 4s, the 8 and the 8, it's like 3 8s, okay? And these are, I'm hearing rounds of eternity. So what have you learned? What is the wisdom? What is the mask you can take off? What are the dualities? And the dualities I feel like with this Five of Pentacles are, hey, I feel left out in the cold. I can feel like I'm just on my own, or I can say I'm hearing emotionally unsatisfied, or I can nurture the things around me and pay attention to what's right in front of my nose and say, hey, you know what, at least I got a few of my leaves up here, the moon's shining bright, things are illuminated, and, you know, with all these mountains and rocks behind them, I feel like there's a real strength. There's a real strength as well to see things clearly and choose that clarity to, you know, remove the masks, see the dualities here. And that is our cycles and cycles, right? Eternity, our loops are, you know, if we're constantly going to allow, I'm hearing fear, but there's, because why I'm hearing fear is we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Like this, it's like unable to walk through this like life-shattering fear. Here, it's like get out of it, because I feel like with the Emperor is away from the, oh, how did I have it? I like this, yeah, and he's looking at these going, you know, I can see my own dualities, I can honor myself, I can say, you know what, I feel trapped in this, okay, I can't move, but I don't want to put any more work into this cycle. I don't want whatever this cycle has been, I want to stop it, get out of fear, and, you know, use my own, masculine, like the Emperor is a masculine energy, but use my own inner authority, okay? So I feel like if you have denied yourself, you know, the truth and clarity of whatever wisdom has taken, the ancient wisdom that you have access to, your own wisdom throughout your lifetime, if you're always seeing things, or it could be that you're involved with people that this is the way they look as well, not but if the way that we're seeing things is always in black and white, it's not so black and white. Take the good with the bad and use that wisdom, you know, because stamina, adaptability, you know, being able, resilience, that takes us being able to step through each of our challenges and still have some way or some idea of where to go next, okay? Kind of like this Four of Cups. He's squaring up, okay, where am I going to go? Some of them, it's boredom. Some of the Four of Cups, they're just sitting there all in boredom. I love that this guy with the Guardian, he's not in boredom. He knows where he wants to go, and he's just going to find a way to get there. And let's find a little bit more here, okay? So we need to really work past some fears and trust our inner authority, trust the wisdom we've gained over time. Earth signs, ooh, we got a bunch, so there's way too many. But the only one that was on my hand here was strength, so I'm going to keep it. And strength as well has the infinity above, honoring the loops of time. And it takes a really, really long time here. Like, you look here, okay? He's got his paw's been hurt, and she's sitting here with the lion, and she's kind of mending his wounds. Mend your wounds. That's strength. Wisdom and resilience, they come from strength. I'm hearing, though, like, he's got to lick this paw clean. Don't milk it. Not to be mean or anything, you know, because you got a beautiful young maiden here. Might want to hesitate a little bit. But it's like the hand, the paw, it hurts a little bit. Lick it up. Have the strength. Keep pushing forward, okay? It could be as well, I think we're coming into Leo, or the moon is going to be at 0 degrees Leo, I believe. So that could also be time for you, but mostly it's like you could be connected to a Leo, but find that lion strength within yourself, guys, to still keep pushing forward, even if you feel like, you know, something's being withheld from you, or that you just can't make it here. Keep the strength to keep going, and just stop with this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Stop putting the work into things that make you feel tied and bound. That's where your wisdom lies. Okay? Gonna get a few more messages, please. What advice do you have for Earth signs here for moving forward here? Please, whatever the situation, whatever they've had a lot of strength to see the clarity in, and okay, how about this? How can we help our signs work through the dualities? Thank you. And what I get is the Knight of Wands. Moving towards what you want. The Knights are a little quicker than the Pages. They're a little bit more mature, a little more assured, a little cautious, rightfully so. But take those next steps towards the things that bring you passion and joy and fuel your fire. And, you know, you don't want to go in violently, but definitely cautiously, using the wisdom that you have attained. So what else do you want us to know here, Earth signs, about the Knight of Wands, on how we can help remove duality or take off the masks? Thank you. The Tower changes, right? We can see what has drained us mentally and even emotionally, physically here, because it's kept us from our emotional fulfillment. The Nine of Cups in the upright, that's emotional fulfillment, my friends. Upside down, it's like keeping yourself here. It's time for drainage, right? Let all these cups empty out, turn them around, start new, have the strength to start new, and take those steps, okay? When the lightning hits the tower and things change, go with the flow. You're resilient. Things have changed before, right? Use the wisdom every time it happens. I'm hearing blue jays may be a spirit animal. If they come into your world, pay attention to them. Okay, blue may be a color for you to use, but why there's blue crystals here is it's because, you know, to see things clearly, we want to have crystal clear focused intentions as well, and see things crystal clear. So maybe time to use your crystals. If you have blue crystals, you may want to use this. You may also want to connect with your third eye a little bit, just in your awareness. But when the changes come in, let them happen. They may be quick, right? Because this is a lightning strikes and things happen and it's never the same again. But it's like they want to walk toward this. Walk towards your changes. Walk towards the things, letting the kind of these things that weren't meant to be here. The Eight of Cups is not here, okay? But it is almost like walk towards the changes, okay? So, talking about the Tower with the Knight of Wands. Ha. Hey. The Fool. Okay? It was in the reverse. But I feel like why it was in reverse is because if I show it like this, the way it would have fallen, he's looking at the Tower and thinking of going back towards this. It's like, I feel like it had to be in the reverse because then he's looking away from the Tower. Walk towards the changes. It might be sudden, I'm hearing. Walk towards the changes. And then with the Fool in reverse, move forward. And don't look back, guys. Alright, so I'm going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card, and this is by Stephen Farmer, and this is your element, guys. Sorry about my voice. Okay. Spirit, what's your advice for whoever's resonated with this? So we got a few. What I have in my hand is Vision Quest. Maybe time to have some meditation. If you're into shamanic kind of meditation, that kind of thing, you can find a lot of shamanic drumming and things like that on YouTube. Wolf howling as well. We have earth magic as well here in fairies. Really pay attention to the magic all around you and know that you are magic. And like I was saying with the birds and the messages, your birds are your allied furry friends. But it's almost like, do they have a little fairy sitting on their back to come in and swoop in to say hey? Or that's magic too, right? Noticing the magic that the earth has to offer, because she does talk to us. Dance and celebration, my friends. I'm hearing could be a weight loss regimen. I know for me, I should do it. But it's like when you do this, it brings life and joy to you because you have such outpouring of joy that you can't help but move your body, okay? Even if you got a chair dance. We have new beginnings here. The dawn is coming up. You know, it didn't matter how dark the night was. Right here, the first little bit of daybreak, this light spreads, guys. So maybe your guidance here is to have a little time. Go on a vision quest. Dance around your fire, dance around your house, dance around your living room, wherever it is. Start new. And we have at the end here the shaman and the ancient healing wisdom. And this is double wisdom. You guys know how to heal yourselves. You know the things that, you know, you want to go towards change, I feel like. You know where the Knight of Wands wants to walk into the Tower.